Welcome to another episode of Reidus and Cletus Weekly. Today we are talking about my Corvette. You guys all saw this thing get built on episode 1 of Reidus and Cletus way back last summer. And the fact is it was running and driving around all summer, but it had a few weird issues, and I've kind of devoted most of the winter and I guess the spring to fixing those issues. One of the big ones was that the radiator always leaked. It kept the car nice and cool, but it just left a trail of coolant wherever it went. So we pulled out the original radiator in this thing and sent it over to a specialist in Oakville, Ontario to get rebuilt. Now, the radiator that I'm getting is going to have the original side tanks, but the core is going to be a much denser core. It's going to have more fins per square inch than it did originally, and that'll help keep the car nice and cool because I'm going to drive it everywhere. The radiator is supposed to be coming back sometime early this coming week. This is being shot on Sunday, so I'm excited to have it back running because this car hasn't run in months. Probably the biggest amount of work we did to this car was that Stan and I came over and we took out the power steering. The Corvette no longer has any power steering at all. It is a full manual rack, which sounds kind of crazy, but I did it for two reasons. Number one is that this car actually came from the factory with manual steering. It didn't have power steering when it was new, and somebody added it on later and didn't do a great job of it. And then the other reason was weight. You probably took a good 50 pounds off the nose of this car just by taking out all the power steering stuff. The other big thing we're trying to fix is a host of electrical problems. This car has had a wonky electrical system since day one. One of its really weird quirks is that the left turn signal will not work if you have the headlights on. It'll blink on the left turn signal is just fine, turn the headlights on, and it stops working. I haven't figured that one out yet. We're also being legal this time. It's going to pass an actual safety inspection, and to do that we need to make the windshield wipers work. So far we succeeded in making the windshield wiper motor make a horrible noise, so that's progress, I guess. And then the other big thing is we need a horn to be legal. This car has no horn button and it has no horn, but I actually bought a horn for it, and we'll probably just wire that to a button on the dash because we're lazy. Really just kind of been a lot of cleaning it up. We have some cool 1970 plates from yomplates.ca. Those guys, if you're in Ontario, supply perfectly restored vintage license plates. I think they do like as old as like World War II, and I think they go up to like 1973 or something. But anyways, that is going to complete the look of the Corvette, I think. I think it looks cool. I've done really non-essential things too. I've hung the doors nice and straight. Well, actually just one door. But the wiring is the last big hurdle. If we can get this thing wired and get wipers and a horn, then it'll pass a legal inspection. You guys might also remember that we threw together the front turn signal with lens from a Volkswagen Jetta and zip tied it in place. The kind folks from the Ministry of Transportation said that will not fly. I need a permanently affixed turn signal to be legal. So I bought a damaged but original 1970 bezel on eBay for $100, and it's on its way here right now. It's getting shipped as we speak. Alex and I have big plans for this thing over the summer, and you will see it all on a future episode of Reidus and Cletus.